Jesus. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Becky. I bring you awesome, fun, and timely content on all my platforms. So make sure you like, you comment, you share, and the most important thing is to subscribe. Smash the red button down below. If it is not gray, I think it should be gray if you're subscribed. There's a problem, girl. There's a problem, boo. Just smash that button and join this amazing family of almost 1,000 subscribers, guys. The day I get to 1,000 subs, I don't know where you guys will take me. I don't know where you guys are gonna take me. So today we are talking about something exciting. I want to talk about dating in the Christian community. And guys, I'm just gonna share what I have experienced. So if the title is already triggering you, you better go. Because I am not in control of your triggerage. If you're triggered, I am sorry. You can just leave now or forever hold your peace. Okay? Alright. Amazing. And I am going to do this video as I do my face. It's been a minute since I did this. It's gonna be a quick bit. But you know, I say that all the time. But today I'll try make it a quick bit. And by the way, ladies, if your eye pencil has not gotten to this stage, this is what you're doing wrong. If they don't get to this stage, there is what you're missing, girl. You need to figure out what you're missing. Anyway, so personally, being saved for how long? This year was saved in 2012, by the way, 2012, and this is 2022. How many years is that? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Guys, I'm rubbish at math. 2012 and 2022. 22, 12. 10 years. Yeah, I actually wrote that on a notebook to calculate. 10 years, guys. 10 years. This year is my 10th year anniversary on the... Is it the 15th? Should be the 15th of December. I'll see what I do. I need to do something for myself. Because 10 years of literally God's grace. It's not easy, but the Lord enables us. So 10 years in salvation. And guys, I'm not gonna talk from a point of I started dating year 1 of salvation. Guys, I was a child. I had just completed class 8. Then I went for a convention. It was actually in Kitengela, RGC. That was the year 2012 when I got saved, actually. So went for the convention, got saved, baptized and all. I started, guys, by the way, that year, that 2012 was my first ever church dating scandal. I'll use scandal for lack of a better word. Because for me, by the way, it was a scandal because I was just a baby, guys. I was a child. I didn't know what I was doing. So for me, it felt like an actual scandal. So went for the convention, met this guy, and yeah, we were like, oh, you're cute too. So after the convention, I came to stay at where I'm at right now, at my auntie's place. And apparently, even him, they used to stay. So he hits me up. He's like, yo, sis. No, the day of going home, I'm like, by the way, I'm actually going to my auntie's, not going home. We're excited. We're like, we are gonna meet up and all. Anyway, that's a story for another day. So today I'm going to tell you what you need to be knowing about dating in the church community. I'm just gonna share with you what me I know, what me I know for sure. Number 1, not everyone that is in the Christian community is your wife or husband to be. And I feel like that is one thing that most of us fail to, I'm saying us because I am also a member of the Christian community. Most of us fail to understand that. Most of us fail to grasp the fact that you can date the guitarist, the keyboardist, you can date an usher, you can date just a church-going guy, and it won't work out. And it was just meant to be that. It is nothing deep. There's nothing deeper than that. Because I feel like most, especially I'm talking from a lady's perspective, most of us ladies, we have this idea of the, what have I done with my brows now? Anyway, let's see how they turn out. We have this let me just say, let me not call it an illusion, we have this supernatural idea of the guy we are gonna date, and that he's gonna be from church, he's going to be sold out from God. Amazing. Yes, he's gonna be sold out from God, we are not refusing. But you might actually get in a relationship and it goes nowhere. And that's just that. Like, it's not deep. It's just, it didn't work. And that's the thing. I feel personally, for me, from my personal experience, the moment you grasp that it is just a human encounter that you had that did not work out, like, you even get so much peace. I'm sure we all know somebody that has left a church circle because they were with someone, probably the youth pastor, and it didn't work out. So they felt the need to run because you feel like a failure. You're not a failure. It happens, and it's just life. That's it. Like, it's just life. The same way when people who are not saved, when they meet and they break up, it's not like, oh, the universe is against me. No, it's just we were not compatible and it didn't work. And I feel like that is something we need to be told more often. So in case you are a youth pastor, you are somebody in authority in a church community, and you're having like a talk with young people, please emphasize to them that it's a cycle of life. It's normal. It's normal for it not to work. That is number one. Number two, you do not have to date the seemingly most spiritual lady or man in your church community for you to have a successful relationship or a marriage. I'm gonna back this up with evidence, guys. We have had stories of guys who you come to a church community, you're aiming for the youth pastor. That is your aim, that is your goal in life. And you get him, you get married, but then after a few years, you come back to us, the normal ones, and you're giving us the testimony of how, oh, they are not all you thought they were. Of course, they're not all you thought they were. Nobody is perfect. And I feel like that's another thing for us ladies in the church community. Please don't fall into that pressure of, if you get married to the youth pastor, you will have a more successful marriage than somebody that got married to just a normal member in the church. And I feel like that is an idea. It's something that we have in our minds that, oh, whatever they do in church will determine the success of your relationship or even marriage. And I feel like that's a lie from the pit of hell, because all of us, we are all human, we have flaws. And the moment you're looking at this person from the eye of, you're a youth pastor, so you're seemingly perfect, you do no wrong, then you miss the whole point. Okay? So this whole idea of you changing churches because the youth pastor where you were with them and it didn't work out, and now you feel like a failure, you don't know, you can't go around telling people, oh, you know, this dude, you just see him smiling here, kumbe he beat me, he slapped me the other day. Like, that happens a lot, and many people they have this feeling of, he's a pastor, he knows God, they serve in the worship team, they know God, come on, he's a youth leader, we serve together in the praise team. Like, we have all these ideas of the people that we want to date in our minds in the church, and we have this feeling of, if I get this person in the church community, our marriage, our relationship is going to be automatically successful. And that's a lie. That's a lie. You can date somebody who has gotten saved yesterday, you start dating today, and you have the most beautiful experience ever. For me, it's more about praying about it and asking God about it than your logical thinking, because our thoughts are far away from God's thoughts. Like, at times, the things we think about, I know God just is chilling in heaven looking at us and is like, yo, my kids, you're lost. Let me pick a beauty blender. I don't know why I don't have one here on this table. So yeah, that is my second point. Dating the seemingly most spiritual person in the community does not assure you of a flawless relationship. And I am sorry that it is me that has broken that to you. It's just the truth. Okay? Number 3. We are all human and we have flaws. So you dating in the church community does not assure you, it doesn't mean that you will get an angel. Guys, no one is an angel. Even you yourself, even me myself, I am not an angel. I have my flaws. I mess up, I fall, God picks me up. You know, I have tried many times, I have failed because of the main reason that I am not perfect. This is my foundation of choice. So there are no perfect people, and I know guys, I keep saying I feel, but this I know for sure. I know that at times there's this idea that we have in our heads, especially ladies. Me, I'm talking from a lady's perspective, by the way, because I am a lady and I have been in these streets for a minute to know just a few things. It might not be gospel truth. I am sharing from my own perspective. So dating in the church community, it gives us this illusion, like we are told, choose from church, which is an amazing thing because you definitely don't want to be unequally yoked. But there's also the flip side of, this person is flawed because they are human and you're flawed simply because you're human, and that's just it. Like, we are humans, we have flaws, we have weaknesses, and at times I feel like whatever is being sold to us is more of perfection and not humanity, which beats the whole point. You feel me? Like, you're told, I won't say you're told, let me just give an example. For example, you date somebody that you go to church with, so you know they're a Christian, they know they're a Christian, but they're struggling with honesty, they are struggling with patience, they're very impatient. That is not your cue for you to walk out. I'm sorry to tell you this way. That is not your cue for you to walk out. That is your cue for you to pray for them and help them in that area, because we are all flawed. And that's the thing. Like, at times you will set yourself on a certain pedestal of being perfect, and yet none of us is perfect. And none of us is good. The Bible says the only good person is Christ. He's the only person that is good. And that is why his goodness and mercy follows us all the days of our lives, because he's just good. That is who he is. The rest of us, we are flawed. We have weaknesses. We fail. We fall. He picks us up. He cleanses us, and he restores us to himself. So I need even myself, this is for me to know that I am not perfect, and even if I am in the church community, I'm not going to meet a perfect person. We all have weaknesses, we all have flaws. Just a minute. And that is what makes us human. That is what makes us human, that we are flawed, that we have weaknesses, that we struggle at times. And that does not mean, please don't misinterpret this to mean that I am telling you to vumilia, I'm telling you to stay in a toxic place. I am just saying we all have weaknesses. That is the simple gospel I am preaching this morning, that we all have weaknesses, and it is wrong of us to walk into the dating pool and expect, because you know what, both of us are saved, we are not gonna fight, we are not gonna. This is something that I have experienced personally. There's this stage in my life where I was in, and I remember every time conflict would come up, like, I would just be so scared, and then I would go to God and be like, God, are you sure I'm supposed to be with this person? Why are we arguing? And I know, guys, I know it sounds so childish, it sounds so stupid, but imagine, it's just because me, I am the one willing to come out and admit, you have gone through it, probably you don't have the platform, or you're just not confident to come out here and wear your truth on your sleeves, as I am. But personally, I have had situations where I'm just like, hey God, are you sure this is the guy? Because this week is been a lot, like, we are having conflict. And that's the thing, I am just a strong believer that conflict is just in human nature. Like, we are different, you guys are different, you get born in different areas, experiencing different stages of life, you honestly cannot agree on anything. And if you, actually, a friend of mine told me, Becky, if you're in a relationship and you guys never have issues, like you never have contradicting opinions or you never have hitches, one of you is pretending. And guys, me, I stand by that because I have seen it and I know it. If everything is always okay, if they are always okay with everything, if there is no day they will have questions about something, guys, me personally, I feel like there's pretense there. Because imagine you have lived how many years with your parents? How many years did you live with your parents? And you guys had conflict, and that does not negate the fact that they love you deeply. So that's it. Keep in mind, there is no perfection. That person is not perfect. You are not perfect, and the perfection is an illusion. There is nothing perfect because it is relative. For me, perfect can be he doesn't hit me. For you, perfect can be we go to the prayer mountain for 3 weeks at Agua at the beginning of the year together. Our understandings of this perfect thing is just different, and personally, I don't believe in perfection. That's just it. So that is my other point. If you've reached at this point and you're not subscribed and you're enjoying this video, I don't know what I'm going to tell you. I'll just tell you to smash that subscribe button right now because more fire content is coming up. Okay? So yeah, those are, I think, guys, I interrupt normal broadcasting to come on here and tell you guys that this is the end of part 1 of this conversation. It is so long. The next video you see will be the part 2 of this conversation. So I hope you guys subscribe. I hope you guys like this part 1. And I'll see you guys in part 2 in a few days. Enjoy.